son.
Oh shit! With how hard she worked to try to support the Empire.
She dead? Did she just get knocked out dead?
Push the request.
You never see him that stressed before.
Yeah, look at this bike shaking and shit.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back to Channel C1. I'm Demica.
And this is Cam King, and today,
Andor.
episode 12.
The finale.
Jedha.
Kyber.
Erso.
Season 2.
It all comes together. I don't remember if Tony Gilroy said that the end of Andor is supposed to lead up into like the minutes of like Rogue One, but it is supposed to get pretty close to Rogue One. So we'll see what this finale has to do. It doesn't necessarily have to really wrap a lot of things up because it's the story is continued.
Right.
Know?
Yeah.
So we've wrapped things up almost for most of the characters, I feel like, because Cassian's story gets continued, right? Luthan's dead. Clea's coming to an end here. We have maybe some Saw. We need some Saw. I feel like we need some Saw Gerrera to bridge the gap a little bit on his storyline, but we don't necessarily. I don't know because there's Rebels and stuff, so I don't know what happened in that. But yeah, and then you need a little bit of. I feel like all the storyline wrapping up is the ISB people, like Dedra and stuff like them, seeing how that comes.
Yeah, how that plays out.
How that plays out.
Because we don't get a lot of that in Rogue One.
And then and then we get into it, and shit, it's been really good. Show's one of my favorite shows ever.
Yeah.
Regardless of it just being Star Wars or not. But yeah, if you want to watch full-length watch-along reactions, they are available on Patreon for your consideration, or if you just want to help us out, we appreciate that. Or just watch the video here. It doesn't matter. And thanks for watching. Thank you for watching Patreon. Link up with us in 3, 2, 1, play.
Death Star.
He treated her like a child there, too.
We have to beat them. And I believe you have purpose in to believe that. So I'm choosing for the both of us.
That was still tough to watch.
I should be brave enough.
Oh, we need Mon Mothma. That's what we're snot on too, yeah.
The monster we've helped create. The monster who will come for us all soon enough.
Give me your hand.
I'm not sure how to thank.
Yeah, we're getting some Mon Mothma.
Make it worth it.
So many important people have been in this little apartment.
Yeah.
Wide and deep and far.
Old frequencies, pulse codes, my best guess. A final call.
After all this,
Tell them what I just told you.
I'm not leaving you here.
Damn. No more Andor after this.
Nothing's ending.
It's all starting.
Keeping Luthan alive.
Big word.
You need to tell them what you told us.
Yeah, they gotta hear it from the source a little bit too. Keeps going down the chain, it diminishes.
Yeah.
One of y'all not making it out of this motherfucker.
Anyone else with a tactical line failure?
I forgot.
Yep.
Damn.
We do not want to get trapped down that long ass hallway.
Last unit on the left.
Boy, that droid gonna pop up behind y'all. I don't think I've ever seen the blasters with the flashlights on them. That's actually kind of cool. Ooh, they was checking corners. Too late to do that, brother.
Tighten up.
Tighten up, yeah.
Kins got this from here.
You better watch him die. Oh, he might warn him. Ooh.
You can stop right there! Slowly raise your hands above your head. Movements. Hold your
He just took the fuck off.
Don't, what? Leave it. This is ISB final warning!
How many? Don't know.
At least 3.
Have time for.
We can still close the door. We'll be trapped as opposed to what?
Killing him.
Okay.
You're dead.
Yeah, he gonna save the day.
You're dead as well.
Stunner.
Oh, no. Close the door. Close the door. Fuck.
Go!
Oh, he's alive. He said he oh my God, fuck. She dead? Did she just get knocked out dead? He's getting his own hallway scene.
Disease warrant.
Flood it! Get anything you can of it.
Oh, he about to die. This is a droid that you can't probably kill. Damn, he got used as fucking. Oh,
wow.
shit.
On me!
It's gonna be K.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
I've cleared a path.
Channel check. TAC 5 board check, please.
You're about to lose your job.
Immediately. Push the request.
You never see him that stressed before.
Yeah, look at this bike shaking and shit.
Oh my goodness. I feel like you should have let the droid carrier. Would have been faster.
Yeah, I would have argued that as well.
Uh-oh, we about to see a air fight.
Oh, shit. Oh, they don't know. They don't know. That makes sense. They don't. How do they know that's, there's no communication.
Stays awake.
That knocked her shit dead almost. Fuck.
I assume any doubts about my value have been erased. Speed up now.
No, thank you.
You're welcome. Hard right coming.
Explain this.
Oh,
Tell me why, whenever I'm reminded, the rebellion is bigger than all of us. I hear is how small and how fragile it's all become.
He got a good point. He got a good point.
Why should I believe anything you say?
We know you're on Jedha.
She got a new haircut.
Dangerous that is making things for all of us.
What you know, what you hear. Squealers, have you set my way?
I'm trying to help you. That will be the least of your problems.
You have no idea where I am. Or your if I hadn't learned to bend them as I wish.
It's the Empire that's us.
If only you could fight, as well as you lie.
I forgot he got so delusional by Rogue One.
Luthan played a part in that with the Krieger situation.
Yep.
I remember they had that scene together.
You're sure he's in Jedha?
Which is how you're sure he's on Jedha.
Sir.
Cassian Andor. Oh. Ooh.
There's a situation.
Have they found it?
I'm requesting landing coordinates.
I'll be right back.
They're gonna try to shoot it down.
Incredible. If you'll excuse me.
He gonna save your ass.
And then they gonna steal the ship again.
And they gonna save your ass again. That's the guy from Rogue One.
Wait, is this? It's a trap guy?
No, but he's the Admiral Radis. That was the guy that died in Rogue One.
Yeah, I remember when they were out.
Lucky Merrick's away. He'd go shoot it down himself.
Let's hope that.
Transmitting. Should have filed a flight plan.
Why aren't they answering?
We could be anybody. Probe.
Shut up, Kate.
But disobeying orders is so refreshing.
This is a restricted orbital air lane. We have engaged that.
Yeah, they're so precautious because as soon as the Imperials know where they is, it's game over.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Just us. Gas.
Careful yourself until further notice.
I have important news.
I certainly hope so.
That's real important, brother.
It's everyone.
We don't have a quorum.
They'll be back. Something you feel is worth violating every rule we live by.
It was. It is.
I went to save an old friend. Of that, I'm guilty. So recklessly.
You went to save Luthan Rail.
Luthan's dead.
She has some very urgent news.
So where is she?
In the sick bay.
Is she all right?
She will be.
What's the news? Yeah, tell him.
In the ISB. A supervisor. He was hidden there for years.
Ooh.
The source told him he just learned that the Emperor's secret energy project
Was a lie.
for the manufacture of a weapon.
He's wording this pretty well.
For years.
Without details or inspections.
What kind of a weapon?
Planet killer.
I don't know about the weapon.
Then what's the point?
Let him finish.
It's a connection between the Gorman destruction, the Kyber mining on Jedha.
They was just talking about it.
You wrapped in a big energy program basket.
I'm just
Yes, that makes sense.
Paranoid fantasy.
They are just as bad as they were in Rogue One.
died for this.
And how has that been verified?
It's hard not to wonder if your judgment here might be...
Y'all crazy.
Just like they was in fucking Rogue One. Didn't want to take that risk.
I believe this is real.
We're talking about someone who's been a thorn in our
He's someone who helped you.
alliance.
Did you know him?
No.
Mon Mothma. Have any idea how much you owe him?
Oh, please.
Fuck that guy. I hate him.
I know what was wrong with him. I had a front row seat on
Yeah, he's personal victim.
2 years ago to join here and be part of this. But he did. And how hard it was.
Yeah.
It's true or not. But it's insulting. People who have given a fraction of his sacrifice to this rebellion.
Yep. I agree.
When he had me rescue Senator Mothma from the Senate.
Yeah, you don't remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, because y'all motherfuckers. Yeah.
Yes. You couldn't trust your guys.
Wouldn't you agree? He stayed on Coruscant.
Right.
I'm afraid it's just as easy to believe that Luthan was the one.
Liberate the web of doubts that he created. It makes every...
Bruh, dealing with politicians is a pain in the ass.
And Merrick will be back tomorrow night.
This is active intelligence.
Mm-hmm. When y'all see that fucking weapon, destroy that planet.
Permission to visit the infirmary.
Permission granted.
Yeah, my girl. She got the haircut and everything. I just realized.
Mm-hmm.
Past 10 hours.
So son, Captain.
Y'all motherfuckers being a little too harsh. I understand why you're being harsh, but y'all also not being open-minded.
Not exactly the hero's welcome I promised to take in. All at once, it's...
They're just being... You still got to do
But at
something
least,
about it.
You know, that's the first time hearing about it.
Right,
now, the
yeah.
next time they hear a little piece, they're like, oh shit, this is adding up to what Andor was telling us.
I'm doing what I can. I promise.
Oh, here we go.
I forgot about Val. Shit.
Huh. Hey, girl.
Oh, she got to tell him that Luthan did.
Cassian brought Claire back, but
When did this happen?
just
Yeah, like yesterday, literally.
Cassian?
he's been grounded.
He needs you to vouch for...
They brought back some.
Yeah.
Tell me, what do you think?
Spy on him.
These motherfuckers.
I have some bad news.
You gonna find Luthan?
No, he did.
He made it worth it.
Now we got to make it worth it.
Sir. To anybody but Andor.
We got to bring him in. Come on now.
Gone.
The Manifesto guy.
Yep. Mob. Oh.
Yeah. Damn, there's a lot of motherfuckers.
I've heard people claim they were there when it happened.
I'd kill anyone I heard say that. Mon wants to know if your Luthan story is real.
Yeah, should be straight up.
He died for it. Does it matter how it twisted him?
If he didn't do that shit, exactly. Exactly.
None of us are here.
He did the greater good path. Plus, the way you saw her deliver that news, that's a hard thing to like to act out all that anxiety and distress and
exactly.
Tell me what.
I still have a feeling she's not gonna make it to the end of this episode. I don't know if she wants to. Damn.
I know this already.
Ow. Those look uncomfortable.
Freedom is a pure idea.
Oh, she's about to see what they built.
Without instruction, random acts of insurrection are occurring. Battalions that have no idea that they've already enlisted in the cause.
Ooh, interesting.
The frontier of the rebellion is everywhere. And even the Imperial need for control is so desperate because it is so unnatural. It breaks. It leaks. Authority.
That's the one guy.
Oppression is the mask of fear.
I'm assuming just keeps spreading, doesn't it?
Like a wildfire.
It's been hard to contain. I'm afraid they're waiting for you, sir.
He's about to be done.
Yeah, he's breaking.
May I have a moment to collect my thoughts?
Let me just kill myself real quick because I do not want to deal with whatever I'm going to have to deal with. The ISB is over. He was a good boss, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I knew it. You knew it too. Because you know what they was going to be doing to him.
You should reconnect with Bix.
How? Where?
She wouldn't be safe with me.
Yeah.
It's too late for that.
Yeah, it's a distraction for him.
Once this settles down, maybe. I'll think about it.
Don't wait too long.
Yeah, right. She knows from experience. Cinta.
Leia? It's Val.
Come on, you can't stay out here. I can't imagine that was easy. It had to be done.
Yeah.
Tiring saying that, doesn't it?
Most exhausting thing to do.
Know your way out before you go in.
Yep.
Even really know where I am.
Damn, yeah, for the first time she's completely lost. She doesn't know like the next step, the next. way.
I have friends everywhere.
Mm.
You should reconnect with Bix.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, that's a nice way
Strangers.
for that line to come around. Yeah, but she's got Cassian and she's got
yeah, and Will may have met her here and there.
Yeah.
My cousin, and you need to sleep.
None of that is true. General Draven brought us home.
He's outside.
Yeah, he needs you to go talk to whoever sending you messages.
This is a peace offering. He gives you your friends. You come help us with Saul.
Tivik's on Kafrene until tomorrow.
Or Tivix.
He'll only meet with you.
I try.
Oh, is
Imperial destroyer parked over Jedha as of 2 days ago.
Oh, is Tivik the one?
Away before you came back. Luthan dying to get us in motion. Now Tivik keeps calling us.
Right, it's all coming together, isn't it?
How do I get to Kafrene?
I think Catherine is the scene in Andor where he's with that guy and he shoots him.
And he meets up with accidentally meets what's her name?
It's about Jid?
Yeah.
No, they don't accidentally meet. They rescue her from Imperial imprisonment.
Okay.
No, but he's like on a planet and he shoots the guy for the information and runs away. Ooh.
His sister.
I forgot about all that too. Shit.
King of humans is always confusing.
I wonder what it'd be like if you never had to sleep. It'd be interesting.
Right.
What is it?
Excuse us, droid.
Well, you had to say that out loud.
Ever sleep well?
No.
Yeah, they're probably not these days.
Something in common.
Yeah, I don't really care though.
Well, Draven has your orders. Proceed to your contact. Learn what you can in the Empire. I want to go down swinging.
Yeah, you gonna go down swinging, all right. Your whole world.
You and Luthan would have gotten along much better than you think.
May the Force be with you, Captain.
Oh, We bringing the Force back, baby.
Oh. Classic jacket.
Yep, that's the look, baby. That's the look. Yep. In the end, he still got his baddie. Man, she lives a very different life. I was like, what is her husband?
He's got a new wife already.
Damn. He don't like her though.
Yeah.
Look at her, she's drunk sleep. So give me some of that. I feel like he may not have got along with Mon Mothma.
She almost is she the wife of the? She almost looked like the wife of his son-in-law, like the mother of his son-in-law.
Yeah.
Damn!
Oh no way!
Damn!
No way!
She's on Narkina.
That's what it looked like. That's what that outfit looked like.
Damn.
Yep.
She almost got a smile. Damn. Oh,
that sucks.
Oh shit. How hard she worked to try to support the Empire and still end up that way.
She fucked up.
Damn.
There's that Force healer.
Claire got a little smile. In that flashback, she didn't give a smile to that lady.
She knows what his future's like. Yep, there he is. I was waiting to see him. He's gonna be looking at the Death Star.
Flight plan.
The Ring of Kafrene.
It's so much easier when I know what we're doing.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow. The droid.
Back on that planet.
That's hilarious. Is that where Bix is? That's Bix.
She's probably going to his grave site. Oh.
She got a kid? Or she's just looking after somebody's kid? Ain't no way. I mean, 9 months. That's a year. Yeah. Don't tell me that's his kid.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, man. That's actually really sad. Probably named him after him. Damn. Oh, that's actually really sad. That's actually really sad. Really, 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 really sad. Really, 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 really sad. Yeah, it goes right in the Rogue One. Yeah, perfectly right into it.
Yeah, I forgot how they met. It had been a minute since I saw Rogue One.
Oh, Jyn Erso?
I remember there being a scene with him coming, like there being like coming down an alley and the situation with the guy. But I just, in my head, I remember her also being on a planet in like similar to that or something.
She was in the vehicle. She was getting, and they said, "Congratulations, you are being rescued."
Yep.
And then she tried to run out, and then the droid hit her or whatever.
Yep. Okay. But yeah. You know, I like how they just prioritize the story. They know that we know what happens, but it's still intense and suspenseful. And then they prioritize just telling the story the right way without...
And the characters.
Yeah, focusing on like spectacle and a big thing and et cetera, et cetera. And it's still engaging, like it's still interesting to see.
Yep. By giving us these other characters, like if you try to make a prequel and then you were focused on Krennic the entire time and Darth Vader, like it's not intriguing. We all know their storylines, so
yeah.
But by focusing on, obviously Andor, we had known from Rogue One, but there was plenty of backstory. You had to see him grow from being where he came from.
Yeah, and then like Luthan.
But just the seeds of the rebellion being planted, and
all the little things that had to go right,
and the theme of hope and
like the sacrifices. Luthan was like, we gotta let these Gormans and help these Gormans do this thing, so that way other people will hear about it and it will inspire them to also do it.
All the little mishaps that led to one thing and another. Also, just like the world without no force, the force being kind of dark and secluded and very hidden away. You don't get that a lot in Star Wars, because even in A New Hope, it's A New Hope. There's the Force is awakening in a way, right? It's coming back. So I like that they included a little bit of the Force into it, because I know that they didn't want to at first, but I appreciate them making Andor kind of like Force sensitive, being a little bit. It fits in with the heroes of Star Wars, you know, being guided by the Force. Like he said he's lucky, but it's kind of the Force is helping him or whatever, right? Damn midichlorians, and yeah. The very nice scenes. I really don't have any like critiques about the show. I hate to sometimes use the word perfect, but
because every like you never felt, because they started off that way where they would go from character to character, and like each character's importance would like shift throughout each episode. Like certain characters you thought were just going to be a side character the whole time. Now we getting all these scenes with Hurt. Because
and you got to see him level up too.
Yeah, the progression, because he was like her assistant at one point.
Yep.
And I remember thinking, oh, they didn't just make him a dumb assistant. He's like capable.
But they gave him a flaw that he kind of died by too. Like he, you know, it.
Yeah. And then it was similar. Clea was also Luthan. They made her more than just this assistant.
Right, exactly.
And she was competent to go back and forth between, and it was almost like 2v2 in a way. But then, you know, Hurt and Dedra kind of ended up at odds with one another. But yeah. And then she ended up in prison. Karn ended up dead. It's just like, damn. And they were two of the most supportive, like they were really ambitious about supporting the Empire and whatnot. Obviously, Karn didn't know as much.
Can't fuck up like that. Can't fuck up like that. Oh man! And this all started, man. Cassian Andor killed them 2 guys outside the bar
because they was fucking being ridiculous. Well, he was looking for his sister.
Yep. And then Karn supervisor said, "Don't worry, let's not worry about this." And he was like, "Oh, we gotta find the killer. We gotta find the."
No, but like he wouldn't even been looking for a sister if it wasn't for whatever happened on that planet many years ago, where he got adopted by Marva and whatnot. So the Empire is really their own undoing because they keep poking. But man, Nemik's memoir, what, Manifesto coming back around.
There was an episode, I think it was in the second set of episodes. I had a thought. I was like, I hope they bring that back into play.
Yeah,
and they did. And I'm
and
so
to have
happy
Partagas be the one listening to it,
and he's almost believing in it. He's like,
there's
damn.
a little bit.
There was a little bit that he was like, fuck.
And it's like he literally said, what you call it, like the Empire or whatever. It's unnatural. That's why it's so hard to maintain it. It requires constant effort, and he's living it. All the leaks, it's always leaking, and he's got to keep. And then the guy comes around, and it's like, hey, they want to speak with you about everything, you know, da 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 da. And he's like, it just keeps spreading, doesn't it?
Yep. And then I appreciate how they had him kill himself, and I appreciate how the guy was like, "All right, we know, I know, it's fine."
Yeah,
I expected this. Give me more to collect my thoughts. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to die.
I knew exactly what that meant. Because they're going to torture his ass.
Torture his ass.
Or, do you want to be a Narcima or whatever it's called?
Right, that
Hell
prison.
nah.
Yeah.
He got the easy way out. Dedra, she's fucked.
Damn.
Oh, man. The fact that prison's still around is crazy.
It's probably way worse now. Because of the
it's much
breakout.
stricter, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably 10 times worse. We can't afford another breakout, like, you know, whatever.
Well, she can
I forgot what episode that was.
She can continue serving the Empire when they build the second Death Star.
Right, yeah.
Because they built that one real fucking quick.
They built the second Death Star within the first 3 original movies? Or is it after? Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those in a long ass time.
I don't remember if they were just building another one at the same time, but they built they didn't get finished.
Right.
But it was functional. Yeah. Because the second Death Star, that's not the other star killer planet that they build in the sequels. That's like the third Death Star essentially.
Oh wow.
The ones that like Kylo Ren and them build.
The sequels?
That's the third one.
Damn, they just won't quit. Jesus Christ. Give it up. Wow. All that for just little bits of information and little bits of hope and, you know,
also
conversations.
What's beautiful about Andor is you got this logistical mess that we got to dive into. And we dived into those Star Wars politics that have always been really good. But the logistical side of things require acquiring resources for the Death Star. Never thought that would sound so interesting to me.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're like, we need to mine this resource from this planet. We need to get these crystals.
And having to disguise it. What are we going to tell them it's for? And
all that subterfuge and everything. Like, that was cool to see. I thought that was really interesting and really fun. And I think that's what really made it good.
Energy program. Goddamn Palpatine.
I know Tony Gilroy doesn't want to make any more Star Wars, but I really, whatever him and his brother want to do next, I'm watching it.
Yeah.
I don't know what else he's done, but I'm watching. Like, this was just, it was just phenomenal. Don't get me I'm not saying it's the best show that's ever created, but it's a piece of art almost. Like, it's just one of those things that's elevated to a level that I don't want to critique it. Every step was just so and so enjoyful. Like, everything made sense.
Yeah.
Nothing didn't seem out of character.
Yeah.
There wasn't any twists for twist purpose.
Right.
It was just kind of refreshing.
And to be able to do that, I mean, not that it's never been done in terms of like prequels and whatnot, but like us knowing exactly what happens and how things play and still adding those stakes. And then, you know, we kind of knew a lot of people were going to die because we don't see them in Rogue One, but not everybody. I mean, Clea's there. And of course, you know, Dedra just is in prison. And then you got Partagas, obviously is dead. But, you know, it's just in general, I thought there would be more death. Veil, but yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, it was just really good. And they did the callbacks right. I think it was a good call not showing Emperor Palpatine or Darth Vader in the show and just having it as this looming figure.
Yeah, and they randomly, every now and then they mention.
Yeah, and it didn't feel like they were doing world building like the MCU tries to do world building, where they kind of just throw it in there to throw it in there. Like, I like that one line. Him and director Krennic, Partagas and Krennic were arguing. He said, "Save that for Emperor Palpatine."
Right,
I was like, "Oh, that's funny."
Yes.
So, yeah, because they steal the show. Even Krennic, when he showed up, he stole the show. Don't get me wrong, all the actors in this are pretty great, but
the scene with Dedra, especially,
yeah,
where he had to,
Krennic is just the character himself. That presence on screen is just so captivating.
And everybody's got a boss that they're afraid of disappointing. So he's so stressed because we see how because he needs. This is a big. They've invested a lot of resources in this
for it to be leaked at the last minute
and to not. Yeah,
we're about to be fully functional. And it's, remind that what you said there about them all having a boss that's stressed. It reminds me of that photograph that goes. It's not a photograph. It's like a picture, but it's got all the birds, and it's like low level employees and the high level employees, and the low level employees are all shitted on because the mid level boss is shitted on them, and then the upper level boss is shitted on them, and the CEO is shitting on all of them, and it's like, okay, this literally is the depiction of that image.
Exactly.
I remember when Rogue One came out, because we weren't watching movies together yet.
Right, we weren't
you hadn't
doing
even watched Star Wars yet when Rogue One came out.
I think I actually saw Rogue One before.
I remember when it came out, and I was talking with some friends, and I remember they had already announced they were going to do a prequel series based on Cassian Andor. I remember them announcing Andor, and I was like, Rogue One was good, but why would they do this? And now I'm like, y'all cooked with this one.
Yeah.
And I remember when Rogue One released, to this day, it is still one of the best Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
I had just recently watched it about a week ago, and it does, like, compared to the show, it is dark as a movie, but there is some more of that Disney-esque Star Wars MCU humor a little bit dipped into it, whereas the humor here is much more like natural. Yeah. And the moments were just funny. It wasn't just quips. It was like moments of humor. But it still like really holds up. I think it's one of the best Star Wars movies. I'd have to rewatch the originals because top of my head, my favorite three are Empire, Return of the Sith, and Rogue One. So no.
Revenge of the Sith or
Revenge of the Sith. Sorry, okay. Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, Revenge of the Sith. Return of the Jedi is the sixth one. I mean, episode 3, episode 6. And Rogue One.
Okay, and then Empire Strikes Back is the middle one of the originals.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yep, episode 5, episode 3, episode 5, episode 3, and Rogue One. Yep. Those are.
Yeah, I mean the ending of Revenge of the Sith with all the things that happened and Emperor Palpatine weaseling his way into.
Yes, it was just it was the best one of the prequel series, and it's just I just enjoy that one a lot.
And then you get all the like I've watched pieces of like Clone Wars and whatnot, and you get all the gaps, and you see him like for other little steps he took towards getting there. And then Bad Batch is really good. It's like retroactively kind of making the prequel, the Rise of Skywalker makes some sense.
Right.
And that he was planning certain things all along in Bad Batch.
Honestly, I didn't have a problem with Rise of Skywalker. I think Rise of Skywalker would have been a better movie if they had just planned it from the beginning.
Right, yes.
Rise of Skywalker was more like they had the twist from The Last Jedi because people didn't like that. And they had to go in a different direction.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anything wrong with the concept of Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
It
just wasn't set up properly. It's like they had two different directors, but one was the Force Awakens, J.J. Abrams.
2 different directors.
Yeah, and then he came back for the third one.
Yeah, they had a third director at one point, but they changed it back to J.J. Abrams. This is nice. This is good, and I feel like it's rewatchable too.
Yes, I think so.
Because you go back and you see everything and where it's going.
I remember the first time we watched because we weren't watching as many things, so we had actually more time. But like when we first watched those first few episodes of Andor, I remember rewatching them.
Yeah, no.
Damn, this is good.
The first 2 were like, they were good, but I remember they released 3 at once for that first week. And when we got to episode 3, we were like, oh shit, we're hooked. Okay, we're hooked. But yeah.
I remember the trailer. The trailer felt different because it showed him flying over Cassian's home planet when he was a kid, and like him just looking at the big ass ship.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's been good. Sad to see it go, but happy that it ended on a good note. Just like Arcane, like sad to see it go, but happy that it ended well, strong, wasn't dragged out. I see how they could have made this 5 seasons, each year being a longer season, but I'm happy that they did it this way. I think it gave a good pace, and you got just as much as you need to get from it.
Dedra being in prison. That might be one of the most, because at the end of the day, like, yes, she's a part of the Empire. She's doing part of the bad thing, but she really truly believes wholeheartedly she's doing the correct thing. And
she's like a lab-bred Imperial agent, basically.
Yes. And for her to fight so hard for that and then get imprisoned by I don't even know at this point, would she probably still thinks that it's almost justified that she got imprisoned. Like, she's not, I wouldn't even say she's completely on.
There's probably a conflict within her.
Yeah, because she's getting treated poorly in that prison. So eventually she might start to think, oh, damn, I might be against the Empire, actually, because this is ridiculous. Like, to actually feel it versus seeing people get treated a certain way and think, well, this is just what has to be done.
Right, because they're not with us. Yeah.
Right, we have to do this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Once you get that receiving end of what you've been doing, it's kind of like, oh shit.
I mean, I feel like there's a world where they could tell a spinoff, not that they would, not that they should, a spinoff Dedra story of her somehow getting out of prison or whatever.
Yeah, no, that'd be all these characters.
Seeing just like her response and like reaction almost to everything that's going on. Right. She wouldn't just get hired back with her job.
Right.
She'd be a pedestrian, really. But yeah.
Yeah. It's fleshed out Star Wars universe really well. And honestly, kids that are growing up and watching Star Wars for the first time, there's so much. If you're a big fan, if you become a big fan of content, you have so much content of it. And a lot of it is still pretty solid. Some of it is ass, but a lot of it is still pretty solid. Because most of Mandalorian's really good.
Yeah.
And Andor's really good. I know the Clone Wars and Bad Batch and Rebels are all highly praised for the most part.
I love Bad Batch.
Especially, I think, later seasons of Clone Wars is what I've been told. And then the prequels, we thought were the worst movies until the sequels came out. But there's fans of all three.
Yeah.
I feel like the sequels
there's no like universal
liked.
Like opinions.
I think there's universal
praise. Because there's even people who like, there's people who don't like or won't even. It's not even that they don't like Andor, but they won't
give it a chance
get into it because of this pacing.
Yeah, there's people that didn't even want to go to Rogue One either because it didn't feel like Star Wars fully.
I think most people don't like Han Solo or Solo, a Star Wars story. I feel like a lot of people don't like that.
And Attack of the Clones, Episode 2.
Oh, okay.
Or Episode 1 and 2 are still. Episode 2 I think is probably the worst movie.
And there's an animated The Resistance. I don't hear anyone talk about it either way.
Yeah, I don't even know anything about it. I know it's about
it's like
Poe Dameron, but I don't know anything else about it. So.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't do as well as the others. Ahsoka's got mostly love, but we didn't particularly like the few episodes we watched, but I didn't think it was like horrible. I just didn't want to react to it.
And I'm sure there were moments like as far as it being enjoyable
and it built
towards
up.
the end.
Yeah, I heard it built up. Obi-Wan had its really good and really bad.
Yeah.
And then
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, we're just gonna write that off. There was another show I was trying to think of and I can't think of it.
I've heard good things about Skeleton Crew.
Yeah,
I've
Skeleton
heard not miss good things
Acolyte.
about. Yeah,
that's what I was. Yeah,
Acolyte. Bad things about Acolyte.
Didn't hear it's great about that. Acolyte was not good apparently. But yeah, let us know what your thoughts are. What you're excited, looking forward to in the Star Wars universe. I think they're still planning on doing a movie with Rey or something, like another set of.
Yeah, they had a
movies.
few things they announced.
They've been going back and forth. So they got some games come. They just did some game trailer the other day for Star Wars top down. Not RTS, but top down strategy turn-based game that looked pretty cool. So catch us on the next one.
Thank you for being here.
Rebellions are built on hope.